Um, Good evening. Thank you for taking your time to come and do this interview with me. My name is Nel Andile Hlungwane, and I'm like journalism student. This interview is for academic um, purposes, strictly for academic processes. So yeah, my first question is, as a member of society, what stories or concerns have local parents shared with you about their children's schooling?
Well, the only main down factor for children's schooling is that there are so many otherworldly influences that come with school other than schooling itself that they can get from peers, or the fact that the schools don't protect their grounds that require them to actually keep the children safe. They get certain activities from seeing teachers doing things. It's not an environment where
Oh.
they focus strictly on schooling. It's where your child can go from home as a good child and come back with certain things you don't know that where they came from.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Do you think the local schools are doing enough to address the teachers' shortages?
No, actually, because they are just rolling over with it, because there are many teachers who are qualified to actually teach, but mainly you'll find in local schools that there are teachers who will just walk in class and sit with students or
Yeah.
conversate with students as friends, not actually teach what is made to be done, like the justice with Quaker situation that actually happened. It shows that teachers aren't there for their job, but for different purposes.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
yeah.
That's true. That's a good example to actually, bring up. So, tell me, how do poor academic results impact families or employment opportunities in your area, in this area particularly?
Despite employment, they actually affect families on an emotional factor, because if it's going to be a reoccurring thing where children always get low grades or below averages, they will always follow into the trend of, oh, my child is not good at this, maybe the next can also follow a certain structure.
Yeah.
It's never focused based on tapping into the true potential of a child. It's always on past expectations that a child should get this, that, and the third to succeed in schooling.
Okay, yeah, thank you for that. So tell me, have you seen any changes in the youth behavior regarding to crime that might link back to school, to children having low academic performances?
There have been actual major changes, but none positive, honestly. All changes come from children joining local school gangs or trying to partner up with others to form into bad relationships, as in they could be looking for protection from older students and end up starting to sell drugs, move weed. It's certain things that can happen. And the sad part is for all the parents and us community members is that everything occurs in a place that is expected to be of safety and greatness for the child.
Quick question. In your opinion, what do you think the government or the education department is missing about what's really happening in public schools?
The actual main factor is that the government generally doesn't care, because if they did, they would have had more precautions, like looking to other schools in different states. As much as they may not be significantly better, there are certain things that they do that our government doesn't. They only focus on the factor of income. It's basically transactional, but the children aren't gaining the experience and the mental fortitude. There are certain things that children aren't taught by the government and aren't put in that they're meant to know, like taxes and all of that. They're taught how to dance, like children in grade 8 for creative arts.
Yeah.
They're taught how to dance, express themselves, which are good things, but they should be prepared for the real world, because
That's true.
you all know it isn't difficult.
That's true.
It isn't easy, sorry.
Yeah. So for my last question, if you could send one message to education leaders about community school situation, what would it be?
Do better. Honestly, it's just do better.
Yeah.
They have sacrificed everything in our children and try to blame the actions and the reactions of our children on them. Like, children have even lost faith in going to their parents, because all parents will see schooling as the school is right. They don't do anything wrong, whilst the children could be learning such bad habits from school, and they could be portraying that, but the school will always portray it as, oh, your child is the one coming with drugs, this, that, and the third, instead of tackling the main factor. Like, bullying is still a thing. Children taking drugs, fainting at school is still a thing. Sexual activities done at school is still a thing. But it hasn't dropped or ceased to exist because of the fact that the education system and the educational leaders don't practice enough efforts towards changing all of that. They just see it as a transactional payment of school fees. A teacher talks for a few minutes to an hour and just leaves the class.
That's really a wonderful response, man. Yo, thank you for your time, and
My
yeah,
pleasure.
yeah, man. Enjoy the rest of your night.